Hi everybody, my name is Marietta. I will do now the predictions for all star signs for the month of December 2023. I want to start off with Capricorn, which is from the 23rd of December through to the 22nd, 23rd of January. So, first of all, we are starting with another Mercury retrograde on the 13th of December. So just to know not to sign contracts then, only in the new year, and to be careful of missing important information, travel bookings, check double, best not to sign for anything or buying anything like a car or a house or technology, because Mercury is the sign of the mind, the brain, the thoughts, internet, technology, etc. I shuffled the cards several times. The candle is burning. I cleansed the room. This then for Capricorn for the month of December. I'm using the Rider-Waite deck and I'm doing the layout, the Celtic cross layout. So Capricorn, for December, it shows me that at the moment you are into new beginnings, like a fool, trusting the events that are coming into your life. Your challenge is to really know that you've got the strength, which are both major arcana cards, which says this is fate. This is meant to be, because in your mind, you pretty much know that you have to bring an end to either your work situation. I have the feeling it's more work and also your life, because in the past you couldn't make a decision. And in your emotions, you feel that maybe you're just not up to par with the economy that has brought in more inflation, that you feel the scarcity, lack in money, where you actually don't see that you're not on your own. But that number one, you have a church window in the background where there's light, and you have somebody who supports you here outside in your struggle for financial security and stability. Just know that things look worse when we feel alone, which we never are, because we're always surrounded by consciousness, i.e. God. In the near future, Capricorn, it's best not to go into any fights, because you will not have a win-win situation. So do not react, but act from compassion and act from the best self of yourself, that you stop, that you look, that you listen, and then you reply, so you don't react, but act with your values in place. There is at the moment also that you're actually quite okay. Financially, you have a lot of dreams, but right through this deck, I can see that there is a lot of tiredness. So please have the patience, which normally Capricorn people have. Have the patience. Do not despair, because you're very scared that you're not getting the money at the right time or getting rewards at the right time. And as an outcome card, it's a good time to just surrender. In other words, see the world from a different viewpoint. Look at it as well that you're really into December, that there is a festive season, and that at the moment you cannot act, which you then will do in the month of January. But at the moment, best is you recuperate, you rest, you do not allow your energies that are low to get into some or other fight, because it has no win-win outcome. You trust the higher consciousness, and you look with gratitude, thankfulness, and appreciation at what you have day by day. This then for the month of December, Capricorn. Till next time, if you want a private reading with me, please go to my website to book on my website for January on mariettatinnissen.com. Till next time. The next reading is for Aquarius. Aquarius starts in the middle of January, around the 22nd of January, till about the 21st, 22nd of February. Aquarius, this is a reading for you for the month of December. I'm using the layout of a Celtic cross. Okay. Number one, in the past, it was definitely getting together, being either in a partnership or falling in love. And at the moment, you weigh up all options, where also the challenge is to really commit or to bring a full fulfillment or to travel into the world or to close off all chapters. But it's really in a space of fulfilling a cycle. It mostly shows me that the world is your oyster, that is your challenge, and that even though you're thinking that you have to juggle a lot of projects, or that you also don't have enough money, you pay Peter with Paul's money and Paul with Peter's money, and underlying, you do know that you do have enough even to give to the beggar or to do your own tithing, which means you're giving to people who really need some money, or that you really pay your money to an organization or to the church, which is also an organization, but that you give some of your money to the poor or to a non-profit organization. And in the near future, do be aware that you're not going to be stabbed in the back, or that you sabotage yourself with certain actions. So just watch this, that you're also not the active one. In other words, having an affair or betraying your partner or actually running away like a thief at night, but to confront your life situation as it is at the moment, either personal or in business. And you're bringing the cup. In other words, you're offering a cup to somebody, or somebody offers a cup to you. If you are married and happily married, or what is happily married, if you're married and you're committed, I would be very aware that this is an offer that does not have to be pursued. You need to use your higher intuition. In other words, the knowing that is based on peace and knowing, and it just flows into your knowledge and into your mind what is right and what is wrong. So use your intuition, your gut feeling for how to proceed with this. What you really wish for is the Ace of Pentacles, which is happiness, inheritance, promotion. So if there is an offer made in a partnership for more money, test it in your own intuition and then make the decision in December which way to go. But be aware that you could be made promises that are not then being fulfilled, which is the betrayal card or the self-sabotaging card. So before you then agree on this offer, you actually have yourself a contract and let that contract be drawn up in January. And then you look at the contract where the promises are going to be fulfilled, and you only start the 1st of February, for instance. It's in general all under a good star, which means you have a lot of hope. You will be strong enough to fight the competition off, and you will really feel that the ships are coming in for you. But like I brought you the warnings before, be aware that we have Mercury retrograde starting on the 13th of December, which means technology problems, promises are not being kept, misunderstandings are there, bookings go chaotic. So you need to double check everything that has to do with technology. And best is not to sign a job offer or to get married in a Mercury retrograde or buy technology or a car or a house where you have to sign a contract. If you want a personal reading with me, please, for 2024, go to my website, mariatatiernessen.com. Till next time, this is a reading in general for the star sign of Pisces for the month of December 2023. I am shuffling the cards. What do I need to know for Pisces? I'm using the layout of the Celtic Cross. You're very strong at the moment, very secure at the moment, but you're definitely challenged with a temptation, or that you're depressed, or you overdo it during the Christmas season with too much sweets, too much cakes, too much food, or that you feel very blocked and you fall into a depression. So be aware that you might be tempted here to feel sorry for yourself, and that you might be very tired and maybe falling sick, where in the past you had a heartbreak, you were definitely hurt by somebody or by some people, and you were stabbed in the heart, which caused you loss, grief, heart sore, repeated patterns, maybe even as well. If you have had fights in family or with your partner, watch what dysfunctional patterns are repeating themselves here, so that you have again created suffering and pain for others and for yourself. In your knowing card, you have the Ace of Cups, which is very, very happy. The cup is overflowing of happiness and fulfillment and family life. And in your subconscious, you definitely have somebody here that comes in charging into your life, but maybe it's like somebody coming in charging into your life, but who's not really serious. It could also be just a flirt. The near future shows me as very secure, very liberated, free, financially secure. You know what it means to have wealth and freedom, and you're very independent and self-sufficient, a very beautiful, and also enough money. In other words, abundance is the right term here. At the moment, it's advisable to rest and to rethink the new year of 2024. And at the moment, you have competition and people that are actually arguing with you right under control, but you don't need to argue with people. Ask yourself whether you want peace or whether you want to be right, and where can you make compromises, because you're definitely into a new beginning with building something up or studying extra or building on your craft to make more money or to have more passion for what you do, and that you will really have the strength, because in the new year it seems that an offer is coming in which will address most probably your working life or your hobby or your passion, where you then have an offer to continue with. This then for the month of December for the star sign of Pisces. Till next time. The next sign is Aries. stretching from 21st of March to about the 20th of April. This is a general reading for Aries for the month of December. We're at the end of the year. We're going into a beautiful festive season if you make it beautiful. So be your best self and enjoy some restful, peaceful family time, alone time, and general ending to the year. If you want a private reading, you can go to my website, mariettatiernessen.com. I'm using the Celtic cross as a layout. For Aries, what do I need to know for Aries? Aries, for the month of December, you are feeling victorious. You're moving forward as if you've really ended a year on a success. Your challenge is that maybe all in all it's a bit too hard, or you're facing somebody who's very logical, maybe a lot of walls built up, or maybe even a law case, a justice case, or that you're dealing with a lawyer, legal case, divorce. But in general, you're going forward with this feeling of victory. In your mind, you know that you're into a new beginning, which could also be after a divorce. Very much like trusting the process, like a fool, knowing that you will be caught if you go over the cliff and that you have wings, that you can fly higher than what you believe, and that you feel free. Because in the past, there was this person, also very logical, very analytical, and it could really be that you make decisions for your own freedom. In the underlying, in your subconscious, you're looking at new offers financially. Maybe you didn't work. Maybe you just look at new opportunities financially. And in the near future, there's a lot of happiness with family and really divine energies around, because the 10 of Cups is the ultimate in family life. So this could actually be a reading for several groups of Aries people. And in the here now, I'm going back to those people that actually moving away from a relationship, because you're leaving behind all these cups that are overflowing, all these emotional inputs, all these things that you put in emotionally, you're leaving it behind. You don't know yet where you're going, but you hope for that there is order and structure in your life, and that you want to take charge of all of this, to then at the end of the month, most likely having to be really more by yourself, end of December, really looking at your intuition, being aware that you're quite confused, even tired, that you need to also look at your dreams. You might have nightmares or old feelings coming to the surface of fear. Keep it in your body if you fear, that you breathe through it, because with breathing, we cannot think. And that is what you need to reestablish and rebalance your nervous system, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system, that you balance it out by breathing. Counts 4 in through the nose, keep it, and then you breathe out to the count of 4 as well. And you do that for 2-3 minutes, and you will feel that you feel grounded and settled and more peaceful, because it stops the thinking process and the immense anxieties that I feel with this group of people that are actually going through a separation or a divorce, because shortly thereafter you will have happiness in the home and you will look at new opportunities that have to do with emotions and with you as an emotional being. This then for Aries for the month of December. Till next time, I'm now going to lay out the cards for May, which are Taurian people. They start on the 20th of April, going till about the 21st of May. And it's a general reading for the month of December 2023. And we're at the end of the year, going into a festive season. And hopefully for you, Taurus, also for some time of rest, recuperation, and some family fun. Let's see what I have for Taurus. What do I need to know for Taurus for the month of December? Taurus, the first card that comes out is that you're very independent, self-sufficient, very rooted in yourself, centered in yourself, free, you have abundance, you're building towards, really freedom, liberation, abundance, and that's what you have at the moment. And in your knowing, you know that you actually have the energy as well to be very mature, to take action where you need to be taking action, and you know that you have the protection from all the divine energies, because in the near past, you had to make decisions either for a relationship or in general for a partnership or in general for a new path. You were on crossroads. In your subconscious, you know that you've got the strength to persevere, to go on, to make a difference, to be strong, and to bring balance back into your life. The near future then shows a total new beginning, Ace of Rods, which means that you will take the action. There are new beginnings, and they're not standing still. They're actually moving. So it could be that you start a new job or a new journey altogether from even the middle of December. At the moment, it says surrender to any situation, to any job offer, to anything that you do at the moment. So at the moment, first, look at life with a different viewpoint. Know that at the moment you can't push anything. So there will actually be some time in between, say, the 15th of December and the end of the year, where you need to take a rest. And it also fits in with astrology because we have the Mercury in retrograde, which means not a good time to relocate, to sign contracts, or to buy new technology, or not to check your bookings for overseas flights or passports that are not coming through, permits that are not being given. It's all to do with you need to surrender. In other words, hand over to a higher force and know that it's meant to be like that, and it's a divine plan, and for you to take some time out to rest and have some peace and just chill. You're then going to build on a new art or a new business, or starting in cooperation with other people or in a team with work, building up foundations. In your fear card, you really have sleepless nights. So too much is on your mind about this new beginning, where I want you to really feel yourself into your body, because when we close our eyes and we just feel our heartbeat or feel our hands on our body, it's an awareness of the body that takes away the focus on the mind, on the thoughts, and then we fall asleep rather quickly. And the outcome is a total, let's call it a total transformation, because you will start all new again, at the end of December, and it's like total transformation, letting go of the old and stepping completely into the new with an incredible force, because this means you are shattering your old foundations and you feel you've built on wrong foundations and you start completely over. It's not to be feared because it's actually has a positive outcome. If you remember that change is neither good nor bad, change is change, which we often need. Obviously, it's quite difficult for Taurian people to make changes like that. It's a complete breakup, most likely also from if you had an artistic career or with the woman in your life, and you will look at your monies thereafter. So this sounds a bit frightening. Don't see it as such. You have the strength, you have the capabilities, you can stand on your own, you can make these changes, because what you have at the moment and what you're going to change is that you cannot go on the way you've gone on up to now. So by the end of the year, you will definitely want to make a complete change, which could be chaotic, feeling a bit unstable, but you will make the break because you cannot go on with the situation as it was. And it will bring in total new energies, new passions, a new life. And you, as a spiritual being, will grow tremendously. Till next time, Taurus, what do I need to know for Gemini? Gemini, at the moment, you're smug, you're sitting, you have all the emotions filled in the background, you have a smile on your face, you enjoy daily life, you have luck on your side. And the challenge is justice. In other words, either there is a legal case that comes to a closure, or that you make certain decisions where you need to look at the balance, that the balance is right. But it could also be an ending to a marriage, or that you're looking at an organization, or that you need some spiritual advice because you are prepared to listen and learn from a spiritual teacher. In the past, you went through quick changes, either positive or negative, depends on in which cycle you were. But it normally says you can't get off the wheel of fortune because it turns, and it always turns. So in other words, karma is neutral. It always happens. It's like gravity. In your subconscious, you're searching for answers. You're searching for wisdoms. You're searching for truth. And it might feel alone, and you're in the snow here with the light leading you to answers within yourself, but also from the outside through a consultant or a spiritual teacher or a church minister. And then in the near future, you will make choices either for partnership or in general, there is a crossroad where you have to make decisions and choose. I feel this is for a relationship because you have fallen in love. You are exchanging these energies with another person, and love is very much in the cards here, and romance. You have a home where there is abundance, there is spiritual support, your children are happy, the pets are happy. So you're really looking at a lot of things here. Your fear is scarcity or loss of money, where I would also say maybe you're just fearful of buying a property. which it could also be to have more stability and security. And in the outcome, it is that you need to take a bit of a step back, because you're still dealing with your emotions and the circumstances with a bandage on, because you've been hurt in the past and you don't know as yet to let down your guard to make decisions. So you're tired in general and cannot see all the opportunities, and you have a lot of dreams. So at the moment, Gemini, you're overwhelmed, confused. You need to make these new decisions. You're in love. You might be in the process of leaving a marriage, having to make decisions. Remember, we are always responsible for our own choices, and nobody's doing anything to us, because we have choices and we are responsible for our choices. At the moment, I would put the halt on everything and just have a very good Christmas wherever you are. Good festive season with your children, if you have any, or your grandchildren, and just keeping a hold on everything and living in today, in the presence, in the now, because at the moment, everything is okay. Till next time, Gemini, I'm now doing or looking at December 2023 for Cancerians. Cancerians start on the 20th, 21st, or 22nd of June till about the 23rd of July. And this is a general reading. If you want a private reading with me, either by WhatsApp video, Zoom, or personal, face-to-face, you can go to my website for 2024 and make your booking. Let's see what the cards have in store for you, Cancer. At the moment, you have a lot of worries at night. Don't forget to remember when you wake up at night that at night everything seems to be more fearful. Lie down and count your blessings and breathe deeply till you sleep again, because at 2 a.m. in the mornings, you can definitely not sort your life out. That is for sure. In your knowledge, in your knowing, there's a big turmoil, there's a big transformation, might be even move of work or of home, or a complete breakdown of a relationship, or a big fight, very unexplained, very unexpected, and you just in the past moved into the world. So it could even be that these two go hand in hand, that you made a big move and you know you're not settled as yet. Underlying, you're very logical, or you're dealing with a lawyer or an analytical, strong mindset advisor. And the near future then brings that you will guard off all the competition, and you will be able to handle your obstacles, or not handle, but you will overcome your obstacles and struggles. You will charge forward rather fast. You will go into everything like a fool. In other words, you will trust. But the fool is also the wise one when it came to medieval times, because the fool was the only one who was allowed to make jokes with the king and then give him the truths. In your knowledge, or in your intuition, or in your fears, you really want to move forward and make decisions. For in the end, what you will have at the end of December is really a cup overflowing with joy, bliss, new beginnings, a resurrection, and really you having a complete recovery of your health, of your life, of your circumstances. So you end this year on a high note. Cancer, this then for December 2023. Till next time. Now for August, the Leos. If you want a private session, then go to my website for all the choices, mariettatjennissen.com. For the month of December, for Leo. Leo, at the moment, you don't know which way to go. You feel rather trapped. You cannot see beyond the blindfold. Your hands are tied behind you, which means that you feel stuck. Your challenge card is look at your emotions. In other words, be thankful for what you have, not in comparison to somebody else, but in gratitude for life, in thankfulness and appreciation of your life, and not making your mind trick you in thinking that you're caught up, that you're stuck, that you're trapped, because ask yourself whether that's the truth. In your knowing, you might just go for some counseling via a priest or a spiritual teacher or a different institution because you want to do the spiritual or religious right thing. In the past, there's a lot of fertility and a lot of abundance, and in your subconscious, you're really struggling with a lot of conflicting thoughts. But in the near future, you're liberated, you're free, you're abundant. So maybe this worrying about things is all just your thoughts that you can take charge of by becoming aware what you're thinking and then breathing for a few minutes, because while you are breathing, you cannot think, and that you know you are not your thoughts and your emotions. You are a spiritual being that will live forever, and your breath is your life. Let's have a look. At the moment, know that you're actually very much okay, that you are a practical, sensible, purposeful person, or that you have a partner in your life like that. Do not sabotage yourself. Be very aware that you're not being fooled in making wrong decisions, especially from the 13th of December. We have Mercury retrograde, which means be careful of buying technology, signing for a house, signing any kind of contracts, because it might really bring a lot of trouble. So be aware that you are also not being fooled by a person who is very practical, very businesslike into anything here, because it would not be good for you, because what you fear at the moment is lack and scarcity. So don't be tempted into a new offer that's in the middle or till the beginning of January, which then doesn't come about the way that you thought. It's not the right time. The right time at the end of December is that you will move very fast forward. You will have victory. You will have to really keep the balance in the city world, the natural world with nature and everything, and the digital world. To balance these three worlds out takes balance in our daily life as well, to keep our minds, our physical body, our psychological state, and our emotions in balance and healthy. And you will be very happy then to make decisions and move forward. And there will be quite a lot of people in your life helping you with that. So at the moment, to round it off, I want to warn you of either a man or a woman that are very much seemingly and most probably very businesslike. But do not at the moment sign any contracts, because you in your old conditioning, dysfunctional conditioning, are scared of lack and scarcity. instead of just taking some bridging finance, or actually counting your blessings and having a look that you have enough money for December, that you're actually well off, but you just, from old generational or cultural or belief systems that are dysfunctional, you cannot see that you really have nothing to complain about. The next sign is Virgo. This is a general reading for Virgo. Is from the 21st of August to the 21st of September. For Virgo, a general reading for December 2023. What do I need to know for Virgo? Virgo, at the moment, you're in a very good position financially, health-wise, in general. You're very grounded. You're feeling strong. The challenge is to round off a cycle, to know that the world is your oyster and that you need to fulfill a cycle before the end of the year. Even in your knowledge and your knowing, you feel free, you feel abundant, you feel blessed, you feel liberated. In the past, you also could make ends meet. And in your subconscious, you know that you go into a complete new cycle, new beginning. Here you have all the elements of in life, the coins, the cups, the staffs, the swords, everything to your capability. And there's the infinity sign, which brings balance, that you do everything in balance. It's also a very light card, like the sun card. So know that here you can use the energy for the new beginning. Become active. Don't lose the energy, but don't abuse the energy. So keep your health intact. Be aware that you're not a doing, but a being. And in December, you will first bring a total ending to your past, because you've carried too many swords and you actually feel completely stabbed in the back in a certain way, maybe by life, maybe by certain people, but you're exhausted and it needs to end. So just know that you will come to this position where after a move maybe and fulfilling a cycle, you're completely exhausted. You need to take a break. You cannot just start anew with something. And you will deal with people around you. There will be an offer emotionally, and most probably it speaks to your emotions. You won't know which way to go at the moment in December, because till the end of December, you need to let go of the old you. In other words, something needs to be let go of so that you have a rebirth into a new phase of your life. You will turn your back on many emotions, maybe old friends, and you will make new decisions in the new year for your career, for your choices of how you want to make money, more money, and be abundant in your life. Now I'm going to do the layout for October. October is Librans. Libra starts on the 22nd of September till about the 20th of October. Forgive me for sucking holes, because I have this strange cough for quite some time already. And when I think of somebody that smokes, I start coughing. October, Libra, this is then for the month of December 2023. So maybe for the Virgos and Libras that are smokers, look at your health. Realize that smoking is an addiction. And when you make a firm decision to stop, you have a strong will to stop. This then for Libra, at the moment, you're very satisfied with yourself. You're gentle. You're kind. What is crossing you at the moment is that you're waiting for the ships to come in. And you're knowing, you look at new opportunities and you might get certain messages via SMSs or WhatsApp or even an email. Subconsciously, you're just too tired. So you can't see all opportunities being given to you at the moment. So don't look at opportunities, but take a rest. Because you have many ideas, and during December, make certain choices, what to let go of, and what to do or what to take, because we cannot focus on more than one thing at a time. There will be an Ace of Rods, which is a total new beginning, with action that you will take, or that is taken towards you. You will go into a big change, which is the Wheel of Fortune, always brings changes, because the major arcana cards, which is the Wheel of Fortune, one of them, says it's fated. You cannot resist it. You cannot change it. It will happen. So your fears at the moment is, or your wishes, is to go away for some time, which you will most probably do. And as the end of the month card says, you will have the strength to persevere with what you're doing, to be able to live your life with choice and make the choices, and that we do not have to show our power by force, but by gently opening the mouth of the lion, which this lady is doing, keeping the balance, making compromises, being soft-spoken, making compromises, addressing other people from compassion. And with that, we can live in peace. This then for Librans. Till next time. I'm now going to do the layout for Scorpions. Scorpions start on the 21st, 22nd of October till about the 23rd of November. Scorpio, this is a general reading for December 2023. If you want a private reading, go to my website, mariettatjennissen.com. What do I need to know for Scorpio for the month of December 2023? Scorpions, you are covered by the card of either self-sabotage or trying to get away from a situation which you feel is like deceit. And maybe you felt betrayed, but know as well that that might be a blessing in disguise and that things will turn out to your advantage later. In your knowing, you're building on a career, you're studying extra, you're building on it. You need to have the patience to wait for the ripe fruit, for your rewards. In the past, you went into a complete recovery, complete rebirth, and it's a new beginning, shown by Judgment, which is a major arcana card, saying that you're reborn, new, addressing everything new, and it's a new cycle, because even in your subconscious, you have the Death card, which is not a card of normally physical death, and definitely not your death, but it's a card of complete transformation, where we need to let go of a lot of things. And we need to let go and change and improve our own dysfunctional behavior patterns to have a new life and to make a new standing or stand up for yourself, but in a more functional way, less cultural based or race based, or complete ending and then a rebirth. In the near future, you will have immense overflowing of a cup. That is the happiness card. Could even be a wedding or a big celebration, maybe even Christmas with the whole family. You are in a position where you're strong enough to take advantage of everything, to guard against your competitions. You're looking at new opportunities with money. You definitely want in your life, you desire or you wish for rewards, promotions, victory. And as an end result, Scorpio, for December and ending of the year, you're actually very abundant, very protected as family, divinely protected as family. And maybe you've just bought a house, but you're very stable financially and happy. And in the new year, you will go forward with victory and passion and balance. So this is a lovely reading for Scorpions. Till next time. Now a reading for Sagittarius, which starts on the 23rd, 24th of November, right through to the 21st of December. This is a general reading, not a private reading, for Sagittarius. Sagittarians, at the moment you're worrying at night, you're waking up at night. Remember that you cannot sort out problems at 2 o'clock in the morning because your mind is chaotic, overly fearful, and you're not actually being logical. So let it go. Deep breathing. Maybe make yourself a peppermint or chamomile tea. Go back to bed and just relax on your breathing. Concentrate on your breathing and you will fall asleep again. What is crossing you is that you actually have as a challenge to do not take on all the burdens that you've been given the whole year, and that you lay down too much responsibilities that you've taken up, especially also towards the end of the year. Do not overburden yourself. You need to choose what to focus on, because in the near future, you will have the feeling as if you've conquered the world and you're waiting to make a decision, and you will make a decision. And in your knowing, you also know that you really have to go into your intuition and feel your way through it or pray your way through it to know which way to go. But it's not the right time as yet to just take action, but to really work with your intuition, with your higher knowledge, a higher force, a more wise self with a capital S, in other words, your soul existence, to make choices, because you're into a complete breakdown before you can go into a new beginning. Which then you hope for is a happy family, but it first comes to the position that you feel you don't have enough money, there's lack, there's scarcity. And in this instance, I want to ask you to really look at your belief system of there is never enough. So that means emotionally, financially, and psychologically, you need to change the belief system of I never have enough, or I'm not good enough, or I will never have enough. That you change that belief system consciously to then attract more abundance, more love, and more wealth. You will look at new opportunities. You are definitely going to spend time with family. You will go most probably on a business trip just into January. But at the moment, it is really that you need to settle yourself, because you're like standing on a foundation that's crumbling, because there's something totally new for you in the year 2024. This then for this month. Till next time, namaste.